All day, bro. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, including the holidays. Back here, yes. Today's being a Friday. Let's look through Man United and, of course, the fixtures of the Premier League this weekend. So, it's so sickening and deafening, guys, that Man United have had 8 defeats in 15 games. And, of course, that has been their worst run, of course, for 60 years, guys. So it was not good at Newcastle United, of course, giving out that we were the defending champions of Carabao, and United were knocked out. And of course, we saw Newcastle were not that good in that match because Gordon started on as a striker, and of course, Matt Target played on midfield. It was so bizarre. The 64th minute, of course, bringing on Marcus, Bruno, and Rasmus Højlund. It was not a really good game, and of course, fans are debating all over whether Erik ten Hag should pack his bags or should they give him more time so that he can arrange his tools in the club. We've seen, of course, the likes of Lisandro Martinez and, of course, Luke Shaw not in the squad. They will be back probably Shaw the end of this month, and of course Lisandro Martinez January, and of course he was one of the best players last season, key players in that defense. We've seen Ten Hag, of course, drop a few players, and a few players have not been playing quite well in Manchester United, and of course his summer signings. And let's look into the long run at the Old Trafford. Of course, this season we have played 10 games. We have won just 5 games. We have drawn 0. And of course, we considered 16 goals. And of course, we scored 13 goals. Compared to last season, we lost only 1 game in the Premier League, and of course 1 in Europe. So you can see the difference, of course. There is a lot of lack of confidence from the coach and the players themselves. Lack confidence of seeing a player like Marcus Rashford dim in his form from last season. Of course, he has had chances, of course, in the games, but he has not stood up to convert. And of course, remember Erik ten Hag came to Man United, and of course he wiped out Cristiano Ronaldo, and of course he has had issues with Jadon Sancho. He's taking his stand strong. A manager who's known for being so strict and stern with players who do not meet his demands, and of course there's a lot of patience needed in Man United. Of course, we have seen a bit struggle. 10 years since Sir Alex Ferguson left, we have seen coaches come in, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, of course Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, and of course Ralf Rangnick, and now Erik ten Hag. He was supposed to build a philosophy for the team, and of course we see that in the coming futures, this is the philosophy that Man United will be using, so that they can of course get ahead. We've been losing titles. We have never been competitive with the Premier League. Of course, were it not for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's when we chased Man City and we finished second. Of course, there's a time of Jose Mourinho also we finished second, but the gap with Man City was so huge. And the cup that we were defending champions Carabao, we were out. The Premier League were not doing okay. And of course, tomorrow we are having, that's on Saturday, we are having Fulham. Of course, let me take you through the fixtures of tomorrow. Let me know where you're tuning in from the show. All the bro. Remember, we do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, including the holidays. Yeah, let's look through tomorrow being the 4th of November. Remember, this is a new month. Let's see what kind of fixtures tomorrow. Man United at, of course, 30 minutes past 3 p.m. They will be playing Fulham at the Craven Cottage. Brentford will play West Ham United, and Burnley will play Crystal Palace. Everton will play Brighton, Man City will play Bournemouth, Sheffield will play Wolves, and Newcastle will play the Arsenal. That is, of course, the Newcastle game will be 30 minutes past 8. That's Eastern African time. Of course, a quick glance on Sunday, that's the 5th of November. Nottingham Forest play Aston Villa, Luton Town play Liverpool. Of course, Monday football will be having Spurs play Chelsea. And of course, 11, that's Eastern African time, 11 p.m. So all day, bro. Remember, we are here today. I started off with Manchester United, of course, doing poorly across. We have seen also in the Champions League that they have won just one game in a group that we should have done better. We have won one game. We have 3 points in that group on the Champions League, of course, but it's not. It's a sickening result, as I said earlier. But again, we are hoping that Erik ten Hag will do something tomorrow, and let's see what kind of a reaction, how he's gonna pick the broken pieces of Man United players, of course, tomorrow at 30 minutes past 3 p.m. That is Eastern African time. Let's see how he's going to knock off his downfall. Of course, it's not a really downfall, but United have been performing poorly. Will be away playing Fulham, and of course, remember here Escobeto TV, we do it all day, bro. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, including the holidays. Yeah, so Man United has not been performing so well, and of course we are here to call out that there is need to change, and of course we need to be told what's happening in the club. And of course we have seen over the few months, of course, the takeover has already taken time. We saw that Sheikh Jassim withdrawing his bid from Man United, and of course we saw that the best or the preferred candidate was Jim Ratcliffe. And of course there have been a lot of news here from and reaction from the fans, and of course it hasn't been so good for Man United, and that is it. Not so well. And also across the weekend we'll also have a lot of interactive shows, and of course like I told you yesterday, I did some interviews, and of course I'll release the interview later today, so you can see what was the reaction really from the Gor Mahia and Shabana FC match. And of course be here all day, bro. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course. Being a Friday, I came today. I'm tackling matters Manchester United, and I think later on the season we saw that David De Gea was close to coming back to Man United, because Andre Onana will go to play AFCON with Cameroon, of course, and that remains the option only to play, that is Altay Bandir, the goalkeeper, was just signed from the Turkish side. And of course we look through this Man United squad, because they have not been doing so well in terms of the goal scoring, and of course chances have been created, but again the finishing has been poor this season. We saw also, of course, Anthony has not been doing good. Sancho has had issues with the coach, of course. Rasmus Højlund has not got his feet scoring in the Premier League, but again he has done magnificently, or rather well, in the Champions League. But again we saw the last goal that Man United had scored. I think the goal came from Diogo Dalot in that Sheffield game. And for the Champions League, the last goal Man United scored was from Harry Maguire Yeah, things are not seeming so okay in Man United. And of course, let's look through what if they come back in the weekend and play some good football at the Craven Cottage, as Man United will play the likes of Fulham. That's an away game. Remember, they have not been doing good at the Old Trafford nowadays. It's not a fortress to win matches. Rather, as Gary Neville said, is a theater of winning nothing, or rather nothing. And that is that. So, guys, remember to stay tuned here all day, bro. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today being a Friday, the show is quite not so long, but again, I'd like to thank you for always keeping in locked here at Esco Bento TV. Remember, I'm your host, Ezra Ochoki, all day, bro. I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me know in the comments where you are listening, or rather watching this show from. I appreciate you for lending me your ears today. Let me walk off because today is a Friday and there's a lot of things to do. Otherwise, I appreciate you for taking time to tune here with me.